friends, they want me to run through the pacifist ending, actually narrating and voicing characters. So that's what I'm going to do. I apologize ahead of time because I know there's 3 main female characters and I clearly don't have a feminine voice, but I'll do my best. Alright, so put her up. Window, and let's go. Long ago, 2 races ruled over Earth, humans and monsters. One day, war broke out between the 2 races. After a long battle, the humans were victorious. They sealed the monsters underground with a magic spell. Many years later, So, I played through this game quite a few times, and knowing what's coming and what's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and name the character Shara, since I already know that's the true name of the fallen human. It makes a lot more sense narratively once you know what's going on. God, what am I going to do for Flowey's voice?
Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. You're the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused. Someone ought to teach you how to things work around here. I guess little old me will have to do. Ready? Here we go. See the heart? That's your soul, the very culmination of your being. Your soul starts off weak, but can grow strong as you gain a lot of LV. What's LV stand for? Why, love, of course. You want some love, don't you? Don't worry, I'll share some with you.
Winky face.
Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. Are you ready? Move around as many as you can.
No. I love the music distortion.
Hey, buddy, you missed them. Let's try again, okay? Is this a joke? Are you brain dead? Run into the friendliness pellets!
You know what's going on here, don't you? You just wanted to see me suffer. Die!
Turn the gain up on the mic then.
What a terrible creature. Try to change such a poor, innocent youth. Oh, do not be afraid, my child. I am Torio, caretaker of the ruins. Pass through space every day to see if anyone has fallen down. You're the first human to come here in a long time.
How's that for mic volume?
Come, I will guide you through the catacombs. This way.
The shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. HP fully restored.
Welcome to your new home, innocent one. Allow me to educate you in the operation of the runes. The runes are full of puzzles, ancient fusions between diversions and journeys. One must solve them to move from room to room. Please adjust yourself to the sight of them. To make progress here, you will need to trigger 7 switches. Don't worry, I have labeled the ones you need to
encountered the dummy. Talk. You talk to the dummy. He doesn't see much of a conversation. Toriel seems happy with you. You won!
Ah, very good. You are very good. There's another puzzle in this room. I wonder if you can solve it.
Does the mic sound any better? Rocket attacks you. Rocket, compliment. Rocket didn't understand what you said, but he was flattered anyway. And then Toriel glares it out of the screen. You won!
This is the puzzle, but here, take my hand for a moment.
Adjust the mic gain real quick because the mic's still super low.
Puzzles seem a little too dangerous for now.
Thanks. Trying to figure out where the gain is. Blow it out right now. Maybe that'll work better for the mic.
You've done excellently thus far, my child. However, I have a difficult request to ask of you. I would like you to walk to the end of the room by yourself. Forgive me for this. Greetings, my child. Do not worry, I did not leave you. I was merely behind this pillar the whole time. Thank you for trusting me. However, there is an important reason for this exercise. To test your independence. I must attend to some business, and you must stay alone for a while. Please remain here. It is dangerous to explore by yourself. I have an idea. I will give you this cell phone. If you have a need for anything, just call. Be good, alright? Hello, this is Toriel. You have not left the room, have you? There are a few puzzles ahead that I haven't yet to explain. It would be dangerous to try to solve them yourself. Be good, alright?
Yeah, I don't think I can give unique voices to every NPC in the game, so I'm just going to speak normally for the lesser NPCs. Excuse me, human. I have some advice for you about battling monsters. If you act a certain way or fight until you almost defeat them, they might not want to battle you anymore. If the monster does not want to fight you, please, use some mercy. Take a piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. HP for the restore.
Hello, this is Toriel. For no reason in particular, I reached you. So I'm in a bookstore.
Always love this.
Oh, see, thank you very much. Hello, this is Toriel. You do not dislike cinnamon, do you? I know you know what pickles is, but you would not turn up your nose if you found it unpredictable. Right, I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way.
Sign says 3 out of 4 rocks prefer you to push them. Specifically, 3 out of 4 grades. Rimson approached meekly. Consoled. Halfway through your first word, Wimson bursts into tears and runs away.
Hello? You do not have any allergies, do you? Why am I asking? No reason. No reason at all.
Alright, so I believe I already remember the path to take in this part. And since there's nothing really super special down below, I'm just gonna go ahead and have this. Mold smell block the way. Imitate. You rely on mobile with mold smell. You feel like you understand the world a little better. Mold smell waits pensively. Hello there, partner. You said you could push me around. So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you. Okay. Want me to move some more? Alrighty. How's this? That was the wrong direction. Alright, I think I got it. Want me to stay there? Give me a real workout. This ghost keeps saying Z out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force? Yes. Here comes Snapstablook. You gave Snapstablook a patient smile. See, I usually come to the rooms because there's nobody around. But today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm like again. Get out of your way. How much money do I have? 1. I have a whole 1 gold. Yay. As the guy talks about skipping text, wants you to full screen. This is the one if you're playing you won't actually pay attention to. I've heard you're quite merciful for you. Surely you know by now the monster wears a yellow name and you can spare it. What do you think of that? I'm going to do something I've never done before. I want to see what happens. If it sounds bad. Really? Then I'll tell you all my friends that tell my friends' friends. Never use yellow names. How about that? Ah! Actually, let's do that. No yellow names. Okay? No, not to use yellow names. I kind of hope that means I can still spare them.
See something you really like, and you want to leave room in your pockets for that.
Oh yeah, hold on. Actually, no, this will work. I need to get some gold so I can go get a spider donut for our later boss fight. As much as I would love to voice Muppet. Vegetoid came out of the earth. Let's talk to Vegetoid about dinner. Patch your stomach. Vegetoid offers a healthy meal.
Eat your dreams.
Vegetoid gave you a mysterious smile. Faded ribbon. We found a faded ribbon. Migosp called up close.
Me is the best.
Migosp doesn't have a care in the world. Oh, I just noticed. Spare's not yellow anymore either, but I can still spare him. So I guess this is just something you can do if you know what you're doing in the game. Or you don't want to spare him. I feel down the hole. I can't get up. Go on without me. Wait, ghosts can fly, can't they? Oh, yeah. I skipped through his text, he's gone. Okay. Make sure I got the one for a
Finally, someone gets it.
Go fight the other Vegetoid because so at the very end of the game when it's doing a recap of all the enemies, there's 2 different statuses they can have, and the status is decided on how many of them you spared throughout the game. If you spare a set number, you get an updated status. Pet your stomach. The Vegetoid offers have food. Eat your green.
Nothing like alone time.
And despite the fact he doesn't really attack you, running into his little darting down there will do damage. It's actually a faster way to end the combat if you're trying to go for a speed run. So that little placard up there just explains as we move through these rooms, the perspective's changing, not the actual room. And then the placards beyond will tell you to switch to sometimes I should have it. Vegetoid, come out of the earth. Vegetoid, dinner.
Eat your greens. Obey the overmind.
So eating greens is the way to trigger Vegetoid's spare. And then Migosp being alone is the way to spare him. Otherwise he'll attack you. Red, I think? Yeah. If I got the switch wrong, it would drop me through a hole that would default me back to the beginning area. Pair of Luke's decided to pick on you. Luke said, don't pick on. Don't pretend it to me. So even though I'm not going to be doing combat, I'm going to grab the toy knife from the book because this actually sells really well in the shop later in the game. I saw Toriel she was curious. That's really cool. Go to the TV and talk to her.
Oh dear, it took longer than I thought it would. How did you get here, my child? Are you hurt? There, I will heal you. I should not have left you alone for so long. It was irresponsible to try to surprise you like this. But I suppose I cannot hide it any longer. Come, small.
Seeing such a cute, tidy house in the ruins gives you determination. So one thing before I trigger the next step with Toriel is, in your inventory there's a cell phone. I've never actually seen the puzzle help option before, that's kind of interesting. But you can call Toriel and talk to her about certain things. Like flirting with her.
Huh? Oh. How adorable. I could pinch your cheek. You certainly could find it better than an old woman like me.
And the flirt option, the second flirt option that you go through, it will actually change depending on if you've called her mom yet or not. But I'm not going to do that right now.
Do you smell that? Surprise! It's a butterscotch cinnamon pie. I thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here, so I'll hold off on stale pie for tonight. Here, I have another surprise for you. This is it. A room of your own. I hope you like it. Something burning? Make yourself at home.
So this is actually going to give me a slice of pie that I will need much later in the game. You found a slice of butterscotch cinnamon pie. do like that the music also changes depending on if lights are on or off. It's a couple of story-related things here. Look at all these cool toys that don't interest you at all. An empty photo frame. It's really dusty. A box of kids' shoes in a disparity of sizes. Definitely bigger than a twin-sized bed. It's an encyclopedia of subterranean plants. You open to the middle. Typha, a type of wet land flowering plant with brown oblong seeds, known more commonly as water sausages. You peek inside. Scandalous! It's Toriel Software. Ah, the cactus, truly the most tsundere of plants. It's Toriel's diary. Read the circled passage. One second, I'm going to adjust stuff. So I'm getting... People are mentioning the game volume is actually kind of high compared to the mic. But the thing is, with Undertale, there is no volume setting in-game. So I actually have to adjust the incoming sound from the game itself. Just give me a second to adjust here. Hopefully this works, or people will tell me it's not. Because it was previously set at 40%, I just set it to 25% of incoming volume from the game compared to the mic. Put focus back on Undertale again so the controller works. You read the passage. Why did the skeleton want a friend? Because she was feeling boldly. The rest of the page is filled with jokes of a similar caliber. Renovations. It's you! Oh, it's a water sausage. So does the mic volume sound better compared to the game volume now? Because I adjusted it down another 15%. These books are worn. They must have been read many times. There's a calendar sitting in that side table. There's some white fur stuck in the drain. The stovetop is very clean. Toriel must use fire magic instead, which begs the question, what was burning if she uses fire magic? The ends of the tools have been filed down to make them safer. The fire isn't burning hot, just pleasantly warm. You could put your hand inside. Well, the thing about turning it down even further is it's currently at like 25 or 20%. So I'll put it down to 20, but I don't want to kind of kill it any further than that. So hopefully that'll work. Because it's like a 20 to 100% ratio right now. Alright.
Up already, I see. I want you to know how glad I am to have someone here. There are so many old books I want to share. Show you my favorite bug hunting spot. I've also prepared a curriculum for your education. This may come as a surprise to you, but I've always wanted to be a teacher. Well, actually, perhaps that isn't very surprising. Still, I'm glad to have you living here. Oh, did you want something? What is it?
When can I go home?
What? This is your home now. Would you like to hear about this book I'm reading? It's called 72 Uses for Snails. How about it?
How do I exit the ruins?
How about a exciting snail fact? Did you know that snails talk really slowly? Just kidding. Snails don't talk. Interesting?
So picking, again, how to exit the ruins would trigger the next part of the game. But I'm going to say yeah, because there's something else I want to show off before I trigger the next part.
Don't bother me if you need anything else.
Is if you try to go down here, you'll get a little scene happens with Toriel.
I think you should play upstairs instead.
Every time you go down, it'll actually be a different text.
It is dangerous to play here.
I'm actually going to keep doing this a few times because there's one I actually want to trigger before I go continue.
It is drafty here. You will catch a cold.
I think she has like something like 25 or 30 different dialogues down here. It is dusty here. You will catch a cough. There is nothing to see here. Now, the one I want to trigger is it actually gives her a completely different sprite in her text and is a lot more serious than the rest of them. Do you want to read a book? I do not like this game you are playing. There it is. Out of all the dialogue she has, that's the only one that she gets super serious when you go down there. Eventually just turns into ellipses and she'll pull you back.
What is it?
How to exit the ruins.
I have to do something. Stay here.
Ah, beat her out. So now we have the ability to go down here.
You wish to know how to return home, do you not? Ahead of us lies the end of the ruins. A one-way exit to the rest of the underground. I am going to destroy it. No one will ever be able to leave again. Now be a good child and go upstairs. Every human that falls down here meets the same fate. I have seen it again and again. They come, they leave, they die. You naive child, if you leave the ruins, they, Asgore, will kill you. I'm only protecting you, do you understand? Go to your room. Do not try to stop me. This is your final warning.
For the record, if you do, I've actually done a whole bunch of stuff here. If you do go back up to your room, you can sleep, you can still do stuff, but nothing else special will trigger. She'll still be down here waiting for the game to continue.
You want to leave so badly? You are just like the others. There is only one solution to this. Prove yourself. Prove to me you are strong enough to survive.
Toriel's music, also I want to point out, the background for Toriel is actually slightly different than the normal combat backgrounds, whereas the grid is actually formed around her. But Toriel has some of my favorite music in the game. It's called Heartache. You couldn't think of any conversation topics. She also has some of the hardest attacks in the game to dodge. Toriel looks through. I tried to think of something to say again, but here's the kicker. I don't actually have to dodge her attacks. There is a mechanic in the game, ironically, talking does not seem to be the solution to this situation. As you take damage, she'll actually stop hitting you when you get to 2 HP. Toriel performs a magical attack, and at any point further after this, you can no longer get hit. She actively tries not to kill you. So you can actually die in this combat, however, and I'm just going to go ahead and talk with it because sparing her is not going to trigger any real tests for a bit. Is during the attacks that aren't this particular one where she's trying to dodge you, is if you sit on the ground and play in the fire, it can actually end up killing you. And she has a custom battle sprite if she actually ends up killing you, where she looks surprised and covers her mouth. And it does actually trigger a game over. I thought that was nice. What are you doing?
Run away!
For the record, you don't actually have to act and talk to her for this combat. You just mercy her a bunch of times to get the good way out.
What are you proving this way? Fight me or leave! Stop. Stop looking at me that way. Go away!
Oh, it actually looks like I might actually be able to get myself hit. Let me see. to go home, but please, go upstairs now. I promise I will take good care of you here. I know we do not have much, but we can have a good life here. Why are you making this so difficult? Please, go upstairs. Pathetic, is it not? I cannot see even a single child. No, I understand. You would just be unhappy trapped down here. The ruins are very small once you get used to them. It would not be right for you to grow up in a place like this. My expectations, my loneliness, my fear. For you, my child, I will put them aside. If you truly wish to leave the ruins, it will not stop you. However, when you leave, please do not come back. I hope you understand. Goodbye, my child. And thankfully that's it for Toriel's voice.
Clever. Very clever. You think you're really smart, don't you? In this world, it's kill or be killed. So you were able to play by your own rules. You spared the life of a single person. I bet you feel really great. You didn't kill anybody this time. But what will you do if you meet a relentless killer? You'll die and you'll die and you'll die. Until you're tired of trying. What will you do then? Will you kill out of frustration? Or will you give up entirely on this world? And let me inherit the power to control it. I am the prince of this world's future. Don't worry, my little monarch. My plan is at regicide. This is so much more interesting.
This would be the point in the original demo where the game ended. Which is why you'll see a somewhat big shift in the way the environment looks compared to the ruins.